I think you know why I'm here. Because there's a bounty on your head. I'm also here to teach children about animals.
Hey, I'm here to teach you about animals. Well, what exactly is an animal, of course? An animal is pretty much anything that's living, you may think. But no, animals aren't the only thing that's living. Come with me. This thing here's a living thing. Yes, plants are also living. That's why it has green leaves on it. What I'm actually here to talk to you about today is the kinds of animals, like mammals. This fella right here, he's a mammal. Like, all humans are mammals.
This is a mammal. Mammals often have hair, like Daisy Doodle over here. My goodness. They often have hair. A lot like this salty nugs over here. But mammals all sometimes don't have hair, like us. Most of the land creatures on Earth are called mammals. Like humans are mammals, along with elephants, hippos, even cats are mammals. How we can tell is they give birth to live babies. This was at one point a live baby. Because that's how mammals are born. That's how they do. But there is one kind of creature that's like mammals. Oh, hello, Daisy Doo. There's one creature like mammals that aren't really mammals. They're called marsupials. A lot of them live in Australia. Like, there's kangaroos, wombats, all them suckers. There's even koalas. Those are also marsupials, not bears, like some people think. And there's only one marsupial in the US, and that's called a possum. And most marsupials have pouches. So when their baby comes out, they go into the pouch, and that's how they live. These are chickens. They're birds. Chickens are birds. And how you can tell if they're birds is because all birds have feathers. Well, some don't, but most of them usually do. Like these bad boys. And most birds lay eggs. Well, all birds lay eggs. Like the chicken. That's how we get chicken eggs. Because they lay eggs. So, now we're going to talk about reptiles. Reptiles lay eggs a lot like... Oh, God! Ow! 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 Sorry about that, children. Today, we're going to talk about reptiles. Do you know what a reptile is, child? Probably do. Alligators are reptiles. All reptiles are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded is when they cannot regulate their blood temperature. Unless if they get to like heat, if they want to get hotter, they get into colder places if they want to get colder. That makes sense to you small children. And all reptiles hatch from an egg. Like this baby alligator here. It's not a real baby alligator. It's not. So, all reptiles hatch from eggs. A lot like that. Basically snakes, lizards, alligators, turtles. There's a lot of reptiles. Today, we're going to talk about amphibians. This is a tadpole. A baby frog. First, frogs hatch out of an egg, and then they become and look like this. You see, they swim away. There we go. And then they start losing their tails, and they start growing legs. And they start becoming a lot more like frogs. Like this little guy right here. You can see he's starting to lose his tail. You can see he's starting to lose his tail and starting to grow back legs and front legs. It's starting to look a lot more like a frog. Yeah. And we can see him swim away. And they also start using their legs to swim instead of their tail, so they get used to using their legs instead of their tail. And when they're done growing, they look fully like a frog. Like this fella. You can see this fella looks a whole lot like a frog, and he barely got a tail anymore. He's a little chunky monkey. Now I'm going to talk to you about fish. I'm not going to do that because you know exactly what a fish is. But just remember, dolphins are not fish, nor are whales. They're mammals, like me and you. Don't get that confused. They may swim in water like fish, but they are not fish. They're not fish. Okay, now I'm going to leave the video off like this. Just remember a few words. Cold-blooded and warm-blooded. Cold-blooded, they can't regulate their body temperature, which they have to get the heat if they want to warm up, or get the cold because they want to cool down. And warm-blooded, it's like me and you. We don't have to do that because we have body power. So I'm going to leave this off like this. See you later, small children.